No, no, that's not what happened, they stammer. You misunderstood. Ah, classic, classic. Because that's what they do, isn't it? They don't own their lies. They don't stand by their sins. They twist, they squirm, they shapeshift. But that's what they do, isn't it? They don't own their lies. They don't stand by their sins. They twist, they squirm, they shapeshift. But no matter how fast they run, no matter how many new masks they try on, you already saw, you already know. And shapeshift. But no matter how fast they run, no matter how many new masks they try on, you already saw, you already know. And that's what's killing them inside. Already know. And that's what's killing them inside. Because before you uncovered the truth, they were untouchable. They spoke with certainty, commanded respect, manipulated with ease, but now every word that leaves their mouth is soaked in fear. Aha. Welcome, welcome, my dear, dear friends. You. Yes, you. The one who makes them uneasy. The one who doesn't just enter a room, you change it. You warp the air itself, twist the mood, shift the gravity. They can't help it. Their eyes flicker to you. Their conversations stutter, like a glitch in their safe little system. And oh, they hate it. They hate that you exist like this. Because you weren't supposed to be like this. No, no, no. You were supposed to be predictable, forgettable. Just another shadow on the wall. But you're not, are you? You're a rupture, a distortion. You don't fit into their mold. You shatter it. And it terrifies them. Oh, they won't always say it outright. No, no, no. They'll disguise it. Call it concern. Whisper about you when you leave. Try to advise you back into place. Tone it down. Be more like them. Because your existence is an offense to their mediocrity. Your confidence, obnoxious. Your ambition, threatening. Your very presence, a reminder of everything they are not. You see, people love their little hierarchies. They love knowing who belongs where. They need rules, little lines in the sand, clear, comfortable definitions of power. But you walk in, and suddenly the lines blur. Suddenly the unshakable feel uneasy. The arrogant feel small. The ones who built their castles on ego, well, they hear the foundation crack. They pretend it's just you being too much. But deep down, they know the truth. You don't demand attention. You don't force dominance. You just exist. Deep down, they know the truth. You don't demand attention. You don't force dominance. You just exist. Deep down, they know the truth. You don't demand attention. You don't force dominance. You just exist. And it's too much for them. And here's the best part. You don't even have to try. That's what kills them. You don't walk in the room asking for power. It just gravitates toward you. The energy bends. The weight shifts. And suddenly, they're all hyper-aware of you. Why? Because deep down, something in you is real. And most of them, they're just playing roles. And nothing unsettles an actor more than the presence of someone who isn't acting. They're just playing roles. And nothing unsettles an actor more than the presence of someone who isn't acting. So what do? They push back. They're sent you. They whisper. They question. They try to diminish, to doubt, to weaken you. Why are they like that? Who do they think they are? What makes them so special? But here's the kicker. What makes you special? Nothing. And who do they think they are? What makes them so special? But here's the kicker. What makes you special? Nothing and everything are. What makes them so special? But here's the kicker. What makes you special? Nothing and everything. There's no gimmick, no trick, no secret formula. You didn't sign up for their little games. You just are fused to be small. You're fused to shrink. You're fused to make yourself digestible for people who choke on authenticity. And that, oh, that destroys them. Because now they have two choices. They either admit that they've been limiting themselves their entire lives, or they destroy the thing that reminds them of it. Now they have two choices. They either admit that they've been limiting themselves their entire lives, or they destroy the thing that reminds them of it. And trust me, most people, they'd rather burn the world than change themselves. So expect the resistance, expect the sneers, expect the cold shoulders, the fake smiles, the sudden distance. Oh, they'll swear it's not about you, that you're just imagining things, that you're being paranoid. But deep down, they know. They know you represent something they fear, a person who doesn't beg for permission. That you're being paranoid. But deep down, they know. They know you represent something they fear, a person who doesn't beg for permission, a force that doesn't need validation, a mind that doesn't need their approval to exist. And the greatest insult, you don't need them at all. So let them talk, let them doubt, let them pretend they don't see you until they have no choice but to see you. Ah, my dear viewers, today we talk about something delicious, something inevitable. You see, every lie, every deception, every carefully crafted illusion has an expiration date. And you, oh you, just set the clock to 0. You blew their cover, and now they're scrambling. Look at them, squirming, desperate, the same ones who sat so comfortably in their little web of deceit, who smiled with such confidence, believing their masks were flawless. But a mask is only convincing when nobody's paying attention, and you paid attention. You saw through the cracks, the nervous glances, the forced laughter, the inconsistencies they swore no one would ever notice. And then, with a single flick of your wrist, you ripped the curtain down. Now they run, they panic. They tell themselves, no, this wasn't supposed to happen. But it did. And oh, how beautifully ironic it is that those who claim to have nothing to hide are suddenly the ones looking for the nearest exit. Funny, isn't it? Because let's be honest, they never really thought they'd have to answer for anything. They thought they'd always be 10 steps ahead, always the puppet masters, always the ones controlling the narrative. And now they're choking on their own script. They don't have a backup plan for this. They don't know how to exist in a world where you see them for exactly what they are. But oh, the best part, they don't fear exposure because they care about the truth. No. They fear exposure because it ruins their game. Their carefully constructed facade gone. Their manipulations rendered useless. The power they held over others shattered. And now they're the ones feeling helpless. And doesn't that just make you wonder? If the truth was so harmless, why did they guard it like a fortress? Ones feeling helpless. And doesn't that just make you wonder? If the truth was so harmless, why did they guard it like a fortress? If they were so innocent, why does the mere thought of being seen send them into hysterics? Because they were never innocent. They built their lives on shadows, assuming no one would ever have the audacity the sheer unshakable nerve to turn on the light. If they were so innocent, why does the mere thought of being Zine send them into hysterics? Because they were never innocent. They built their lives on shadows, assuming no one would ever have the audacity, the sheer unshakable nerve to turn on the light. But you did. And that is why they fear you, because you weren't supposed to Z. You weren't supposed to speak. You were supposed to look away like everyone else. But you didn't. And now, they're the ones looking over their shoulders. They will beg, they will plead, they will paint themselves as the victim. How could you do this to me? They'll say. But what they really mean is, how dare you take away my ability to lie? How dare you remove their power? And that, my dear, dear friends, is where the real fun begins. Because you now hold something they can never reclaim, the power of knowing. And you know, it's funny how the very people who once discarded you, those who turned their backs on you as if you were nothing more than a fleeting thought, a piece of trash tossed aside, are now the ones who can't seem to stop thinking about you. Oh yes, they're obsessed, and how deliciously pathetic that is. You see, there's a certain satisfaction in watching people's lives come full circle, especially when you were the one they swore they'd never need again. They cut you off, didn't they? Threw you away like a broken toy. They acted like you didn't matter. But here's the kicker. They thought cutting you off would silence you. That by walking away they'd erase you from their lives, their minds, their hearts. But you were never the one who needed them. They thought they were freeing themselves, thought they were liberating their precious little egos by cutting you off. And yet, here they are, lurking in the shadows, peeking into your life with desperate eyes. Oh, they won't admit it out loud. That would mean acknowledging your power over them. No, they prefer to skulk behind closed doors, digging for updates, asking others how you're doing, where you've been, who you've become. You're different. You walked away with your head high. You, my dear friend, never needed their validation. You knew from the start that their opinions were as fragile as their egos. And now, as you rise, as you thrive without them, they're haunted by the specter of your success. They can't escape you. You've taken up permanent residence in their minds. You see, the truth about obsession is this. It doesn't come from power. It comes from fear. Oh yes, they fear you. They fear what you've become. In their absence, they cut you off because they thought it would diminish you, make you less. But instead you thrived, you grew, and that terrifies them. They watch from the shadows, gnashing their teeth, as you become everything they told themselves you could never be. And now, they can't stop watching. It eats away at them, knowing they were wrong about you, knowing that they underestimated you. What a twisted little game. They cut you off, thinking they'd be free. But they've imprisoned themselves in a never-ending cycle of curiosity, of obsession, of envy. They crave updates about your life, like addicts chasing a high they can never have again. Every time they hear your name, every time they catch wind of your success, it's like a dagger to their pride. And the best part, you don't have to lift a finger. Your mere existence is enough to drive them mad.
Now that I mastered Judah, I'm trying to have more goals than Master Musa. Run with the angels and the demons, so I can get you a blast and hookah smoked up. Since everybody's concerned with beefing with beef, I'ma leave you hog-tied and roped up. And no matter how gangster and tough you are, there's always something in life that'll leave you tearing and choked up. And a lot of people think they a joker, but they really jokes, and this sort of truth is cutting your jokes up. Cause with this bullshit, now that I mastered
Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you guys doing alright. The weather sure is, at least where I'm at. It's almost like spring's coming early or something. It's nice out. So I was thinking, cause hearing my neighbors arguing and shit, and then I'm just thinking about my other neighbor, the woman, and you know, it's like it's exactly what I said, and it's because I've been there. You know what I mean? Now I ain't particularly talking about them. I don't want to make this video about them. It's just they're the latest example. So, you know, you always bring up your latest thing. And this is why it sucks kind of for me. Especially with this shit, because, you don't want to keep making people mad. And no matter what I talk about, I'm talking about these situations where people just don't know the outcomes of situations. And some people been through it already, so they're not trying to predict the future or blah, blah, none of that shit. Is, nah, I've been through it, so I'm going to do to you what they did to me, so there's nothing else but the result of exactly what the fuck is going to happen to you is exactly what happened to me. Get it? You know? People don't get this shit. And I'm starting to all see it happen. You know? Like, perfect example. In the lower realm of things, you know, if you want to call it race, culture, fucking poor, ghetto, gangsters, I don't know what, because it doesn't matter what level it's on. This thing happens on all levels, and it's when you're not doing things the right way, when you don't treat people the right way. Now, sometimes you got to bring down the hammer, you know, because you're on the Sith Lord side. And you can't fuck around, you know? You're doing things where if people think you're a fucking pushover, they'll try to knock your head off. And they're not even trying to get anything but a couple bags off you. You see, this is why drug dealers and gangsters have to be violent and be willing to go crazy. Not because they want to, because the drugs are fucking crazy. They got this shit. This shit got these people. What the fuck do you think how some of them are getting it? They're doing violence. They're stealing. They're da-da-da. So, to protect yourself, they have to be willing to fucking beat these guys up if they get out of line, you know? And then the small crews and just people, and you could take this shit as business. It doesn't matter what it is, right? If you're not good to the people around you, they'll put a mask on, act like you are good to them, and just whatever. But the first opportunity they get to be themselves or betray you, they're gonna betray you. Betrayal comes in many forms, you know? Person could say they're gonna be there. I'm riding with you. That's worse than somebody fucking saying I got your back and they fight you. You can heal off that. If someone says they got your back when you need it the most and they're not there, nigga, that shit could fucking ruin your life. You know what I'm saying? So, as I watch every other day, people either calling the cops on her, and that's a while ago. She good now, I guess. I hope she's alive. I haven't heard from her in a couple days. You know, like for a while now, I stopped even arguing or talking to anybody, and all that cop calling shit, I don't give a fuck about all that, bro. And when I started seeing it, I'm like, yo, these niggas don't even see this shit happening. Like, yo, bro, there's regular people that they just tolerated the shit because they seen what the fuck, how much power and how the situation looked. They understand, they know that, you know, when you're down in the gutter, nobody gives a fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? But when they see the opportunity, just like Puffy's people, you know what I mean? That dude was down with the shits, but he really wasn't down with the shits. He had to be down with the shits because he's like, this nigga's so powerful. And then when he finally got roped up and his ass got caught, because everybody thinking that nigga just, oh, he turned on Diddy and ratted him out. And nah, he probably got caught, nigga. That's what the fuck happened, nigga. The nigga got caught and then said, you know what? I'm not gonna go down for this nigga. I don't like this nigga. I'm in this fucking lifestyle because of this nigga. I wanted to be a fucking regular ass secretary to a fucking billionaire real motherfucker. Now I'm trapped with this psychopath that blows people's cars up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Puffy was allegedly blew up parking Kid Cudi's car or somebody's. I don't even know. Some line of allegedly. And that shit had me going. It's just crazy, like, you know, I remember when I was younger, and I was doing my thing, and the day came like it always does for, you know, a lot of people, and you get in trouble, you get caught, and all of that sunshine and the rainbow shit is over, you know, for that time, unless you're gonna keep doing it like a fucking dummy. And I just remember, you know, just seeing it happening slowly. And thank the Lord that thank the Lord that the Lord woke me up before. See, you don't know what it's like to get woken up to the truth, right? The Lord wakes you up. And you can see now, and it's weird, because you're like, yo, this nigga's a snake. All this nigga do is run his fucking mouth, and that's your best friend. All the things you've ever been holding back, all the petty shit they do, you finally judge them as people, and you're like, yo, I have so many problems because of you. I'm getting into beef because of you, and you don't even ever fucking fight the beef, nigga. You be running your fucking mouth, and then you over there, you always got your fucking hand out. And you could fucking go get a job. Your parents know people and shit. And they're respected. And what the fuck are you wasting your life? You know, it starts making you see these things because you start looking at your life. Me, that's what it did when God came for me and woke me up to reality a little bit and just what was going on and just finally think about what was going on and seeing everything. And really judging my friends and the people and everything I was doing and saying. And I was like, yo, you became a fucking liar just for being around these people. You won't even fucking tell them the truth yourself. And it ain't gotta be no big lies. And no, every day people basically force you to lie. You know what I'm saying? You get so used to it, it's automatic. Do I look good? Yeah. Yo, that shit was hard. That look fly. People give out so many false compliments nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So many false things, you know? And then when that real shit is needed, yo, I'm going through a problem. Niggas ain't got nothing to say then. Niggas don't even know what to say. They words don't mean shit then because they ain't got nothing in them. They ain't never been through nothing. So how the fuck they gonna tell you how to get over the shit? And I just remember the way it felt, and I could see it coming. Like, I already knew watching other of my, you know, older people around the neighborhood And the older G's, you know, when they went down and shit, how they peoples disappeared from around them. How they baby mother of all them years, as soon as that nigga was off, she was with that nigga's rivals and shit. You like, whoa, I would have never suspected that shit, nigga. Damn, what the fuck is going on? You was with this nigga for like ever. Niggas thought you was gonna get married and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen family, friends, all of that. That's why I left that side of that life, bro. I was like, yo, that shit, 90% of that shit is all phony. Because everybody, it's all based off money and shit. It's all based off provisions and what I could do right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not based off fucking hard work and labor. You gotta do hard work and labor to get that shit up. I ain't gonna hate on none of that shit. You know what I mean? I've been there, bro. Being out on the motherfucking corner and ain't nobody around and you sitting there looking stupid like, yo, I'm about to get locked up. Just being, what the fuck? I gotta figure this shit out. You know? You gotta figure shit out. But when people start betraying, people be thinking like, oh, they betraying me. Nah, nigga, they never loved you, bro. It's just like the good king. The good king got the same thing as the bad king. You got niggas behind you and that one Judas nigga's just waiting. You know? Y'all just got, the see is different. We got a Judas snake ass, bitch ass nigga that ain't fucking down to go down for the cause because he feel like he too much. And I don't think Jesus want me to take a loss. Even though he did. You know what I'm saying? And then on the bad guy side, y'all got the same thing. Except it be the motherfucker you can never see. Why? Because in his heart, he gets changed by the Lord. He is a bad guy, but that's all he's ever known. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody fucking shows him the way or talks of the way or whatever, and that's all it takes. And then they be like, oh shit, bro, like, wow. Yeah, I really don't like certain things. Even though I'm a bad guy, I don't like the way that nigga be talking to the bitches and shit. Like, they already got it bad. Like, goddamn, you be smacking the dog shit out of them. Like, damn, and you be treating the fiends like shit. Like, damn, nigga, I don't really like this nigga. I never really, you don't even know how to do this shit. If I was doing it, everybody love me, nigga. Why you hurting the people that give us the money, nigga? What the fuck wrong with you? Why you making fun of them niggas? Why you when they getting sick, you clowning them? You should be telling them like, yo, dog, I'm gonna cut you off if you don't fucking shape yourself up, nigga. What you doing, dog? You doing too much of this shit. I'm lowering your dosage or something. Like, you wailing, dog. You about to kill yourself and had the motherfucking feds over here looking at my ass. Niggas don't think like that. They're like, man, I don't give a fuck this nigga die. Fuck that bum-ass, dusty-ass nigga. Another one will be around. And I'm like, yo, y'all niggas is just no fucking respect for human life. And then you ain't respecting the nigga that actually give you your check. Nigga, that's your boss. I understand you don't like saying your boss a fiend, but nigga, your boss a fiend. The nigga that pay you is the nigga that motherfucking you the worker, nigga. Nigga, that's what's wrong with most drug dealers. They're fucking idiots. You're a worker, dog. You're not a boss. Until you stop having the connect and you are the connect, you're not a boss. You see how you have a connect? Because you have a boss. And then the niggas that you're running around and work, you call them fucking fiends and you're this. They give you their money, dumb nigga. That's your boss. That's why you don't get raises. That's why you have to beat their ass because you don't treat them like they're a boss. So they steal from the employee. Like, man, I've been giving that nigga way too much money, and this nigga don't be putting in work. Nigga be clowning off at work. Nigga coming in all looking rowdy and shit. Like, nigga, dress yourself up. Nigga, I be paying you good, nigga. Fuck you looking like that for? Like, real talk, people don't look at it. That's the way I used to look at it when I was doing my thing. And that's why everybody respected me. That's why nobody knew what the fuck I was doing. And that's why I know somebody had the rat on my ass, because, man, there was so many other people making way more fucking money doing all other dumb shit. Because there ain't no loyalty in that shit, bro. All it takes is for one of your friends to do some dumb shit, they get caught. And they're like, man, I ain't got no choice. That's what they think. They always don't choose that, well, I did it, so I gotta go. You know? And then it'd be like the situations where it's just like the hangout shit. You know how many people I used to feed, give shit, da-da-da-da-da. As soon as I was on no more, niggas was watching me walk around dirty, nigga. Knowing I ain't shower, lost my crib type shit. Niggas just wouldn't even... I remember walking around, and I remember a nigga I used to call my brother, bro. I had to damn near argue with this nigga to get some food, bro. And when he finally did it for me, the whole way that shit felt, nigga, I never went back there again. I learned how to never ask people for shit by asking people for shit. And the same niggas that was supposed to be there just forgot, like, when I was like on, I was like, yo, dog, man, when your mom's kicked you out, dog, like, what you talking about? Remember that the chick you got with? Remember who put that work in for you? Oh, you forgot? You forgot I put that work in and taught you how to get that? You forgot when niggas wanted to rock your fucking head off your shoulders? I was the one there protecting you. If that ain't worth the plate, I don't know what the fuck is, nigga. Nigga saving your life over and over and over. Nigga putting you on game fashion. While other niggas that look better than you, got money, could be dressing up, they just don't got nobody to coach their ass. So now you jump up 3 levels in fucking reality while other niggas, they ain't got no big brother, nigga. And you white. So nigga, you get respect in the hood. You walk around the hood with a nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. Y'all niggas don't do shit like that. And if you do, you treat that person like shit. Me, I get betrayed by that person. They get a little spice in them and be like, I don't need this nigga no more. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. And I'm like, yeah, you were supposed to be, nigga. We supposed to be that nigga together. And you take your part, I take my part. You know? But that's not what happens a lot of times. A lot of times people just get angry and jealous, even if they both have shit themselves. You know? Wish I would have listened to a lot of older people when they told me, all these people you know, you're only gonna have a couple of good ones, you know? After that, it's just motherfuckers that's really just hanging around to get shit off you, or, you know, popularity, goofy shit that don't matter in 20 years. You know, you ain't gonna be in high school forever. Most of y'all may not live in the same place forever, so all the popularity you wasting, all the snaking niggas be doing to get popular in their hometown, just to wake up at like the end of high school and be like, I don't want to live here no more. I'll be like, damn, out of all that shit you did, like, you should have been planting your feet there, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? You did all the work, you snaked everybody out your way, then niggas leave. Cause, oh yeah, I forgot. Y'all only snake the cool motherfuckers, the real cool niggas, the real athletes, the real niggas. And then when all the real niggas is gone, towns are fucking corny as fuck. It's dry as hell. The parties ain't the same. And that's when everybody becomes fiends. Oh yeah, like now. Everywhere I've ever went. It was always cool for a while. Then I leave, come back, and everywhere's fiended out again. And I'm like, damn, bro, what state can I go to? What you know about state hopping so you can get away from fiends? Anyway, this is for the people that, you know, get betrayed on either side. Once it's your turn, you know, it's something you gotta learn. Usually how to do your thing. You might have to learn how to do it all over again, you know. You didn't do things wrong. You trusted the wrong people, or you didn't actually teach them. You know, that's usually the bad guys' problem. They don't teach motherfuckers the right shit, because that's usually why most people go to bad people, is because good people don't teach them how to get shit. So they be like, fuck, man, no one teaching me how to get these jobs, and no one's gonna give me money to go here and go there. And then the fucking bad people be like, yo, you wanna work for me, nigga? Shit, I put money in your pocket, sound the horns, I put money in your pocket right now, dog. I put money in your pocket right now. You just make sure you do this, and this. And that's it. You know? And wouldn't that, isn't that like the two opposite ways, which would mean that's why they say all money ain't good money. And I think that's why the Lord taught Adam how to plant, like, seed. I think that's why I said that's his special ability, is to be able to grow food. And that would mean, it takes some time to grow things. Got to be in it for the long haul. And just because you're growing something don't mean it's going to grow the right way. Sometimes you got to do it more than once. It takes dedication, loyalty. I think that's why the Lord did it like that. Because once you start doing it a certain way, I think the access of having so much is the exact beginning and downfall of any person that doesn't have enough knowledge to know what to do with it. Because the more you have and the less you understand what to do with it, it just means you get drunk with power automatically. Because eventually, you don't want to do things you never did before, right? Once you start doing that, you are doing things that you never did before, so you're going to have an effect on the world around you now. Get it? So, what goes around comes around, and sometimes you can affect things in a very negative way where it has to push you out that situation now. And that's it. You got to go back and figure out where your vibration actually fits in and how you can actually play your part again. I'm no stranger to that. Shit, even me. I'm probably going to have to do that too. So I'm tired of having to face people that are actually mirror images of me when we actually could have probably fucking linked up and fucking been doing something by now. But I get it though. We all got a job. We all get a choice, I could join you or they could join me, and I ain't joining them. All love, all praise to the Most High.